Deuteronomy 28:56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. I'd like to give infinity honors to my Lord and Savior, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well in truth and sincerity. I'd like to give salutations to the shepherds of Berea camp, salutations to the house of David, that walked out with God, man, women, and children on their position of word of truth and sincerity, and salutations to the hopeful elect, man, the Most High raised up in a speedily fashion. Here's the brother Karal Kakahan from the shepherds of Berea camp, coming to you with a sit-down I'm on entitled, Kanye West is not exempt from the curses, okay? And this is a video specifically for you, Kanye West, okay? Because you thought that you have, as a so-called African American in society, you thought that prosperity would be you achieving a certain amount of wealth, okay? You know, being a billionaire. You thought with that you could buy anything. It would open up doors for you. You know, everything would be easy. You know, you just made a song saying your life is not easy. Exactly. Proving what? That you are still under the curses, my man. And what's been going on lately for a lot of you individuals that haven't been paying attention, Kanye West has been catching hell, okay? Anytime he does something, people are recording it, okay? They're starting to paint the narrative that he is crazy, okay? He's starting to contribute to that narrative by doing a lot of things, not using wisdom, okay? And the latest of what's going on is he's catching hell from his wife, Kim Kardashian, okay? I'm not sure if they're separated or not, but legally I believe they're still married. So, hey, his wife, Kim Kardashian, that's the woman that he's with. That's the woman he had his kid with, okay? And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go straight to the video. I'm going to play this, and, you know, we're going to continue with this conversation.
Yeah, I'm just wishing my daughter a public happy birthday. I wasn't allowed to know where her party was. There's nothing legal that's saying that these are the kind of games that's being played. At the light, it's the kind of thing that really has affected my health for the longest. And I'm just not playing. I'm taking control of my narrative this year. I'm being the father, the best father, the gay version of a father. And I'm not finna let this happen. And we're going to be in real time. Take a slight right turn onto I-405 right here. North. Chicago, happy birthday. I love you. And I'm just putting this online because I need y'all support. I didn't call Kim, text the nannies. I got on the phone with Tristan. He said, he asked Chloe, won't nobody give me the address to my daughter's birthday party right now? And that's going to imprint in her mind that I wasn't there for her. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was supposed to be in Miami recording my album. My whole schedule is all based around me being able to take my kids to school, me being there for them, making sure that I'm in their life. That's the whole point of having money. They take so many fathers just throughout America. They've been taking the fathers out the homes purposely. So I'm speaking up. I'm using my voice to say this ain't going to keep happening. This narrative is not going to happen. It's a lot of people that's not in a position where they ain't got no voice when people be playing games like this. Baby mamas be playing games. The grandmama be playing games like this. And it's like, as y'all know, they ain't finna play like that with me.
Oh, so you thought the money was going to be the answer to your own salvation. You thought the money was going to allow you peace. You thought because you had money, you wasn't going to get baby mama drama. No, my man. Okay, you are under the curses. You can't say that you're going to use this platform so other people can know. People have been doing that for years. And what's happening? Things are getting worse. Why? Because we are under curses. I don't care how much money you have. Okay, I don't care how much resources you think you have. You cannot escape it. And this is something that we have been telling you constantly, Kanye West, okay? That the best thing you can do is get into this truth. Because once you went on that drinks chant, okay, and you told the world that the so-called blacks, okay, which I'm going to add to that and say so-called Latinos and Native American Indians, okay, but you said so-called blacks, all right, are the true Hebrews, and you said that they are of the 12 tribes of Judah, which that was slipping at the tongue because they are of the 12 tribes of Israel, okay. You opened up the floodgates, my man, You was already catching hell, but now you're going to catch even more hell. Why? Because Satan is definitely looking at you. These elite banking families are definitely looking at you, and they're going to use all their resources to try to bring you down and paint you as being crazy. Okay, you just had a situation where you allegedly just punched. Okay, and I'm gonna use that word until more facts come out, that you allegedly, okay, punched somebody else trying to get your autograph. Okay, so they're already painting the narrative that you're an aggressive person. Okay, you're over here cutting your head different type of ways. Okay, they're gonna paint the narrative. Yo, this person's crazy. You see, he's already cutting different shapes in his head. You don't know what he's doing. He needs to be locked up. He needs a straight jacket. They are painting the narrative. You're over here moving your house right next to her, looking like a stalker. Okay, I'm talking about your wife, Kim Kardashian. Okay, here it is. She's trying to be separated from you. You buy a house right next to her. Okay, you over here threatening, and your new song, okay, called Easy. Okay, where you threatening to punch, to beat up Pete Davidson, the man that she's dating now. So they're gonna paint all the narrative, and you're helping to contribute with that. Okay, so all that money didn't buy you wisdom. All right. Because as much, let me play this clip real quick and let's get into it, man. Let's play this clip. Because, you thought this was a joke when you want to come up here. You see, they're going to paint all these narratives. The way you cut your hair up, they're going to say no sane person would do that. But let's play this real quick so we get into
it. So he's doing his homework, and it's math. And it's got 3 eggs and 2 eggs. And it says 3 plus 2 equals what? And he says 5. And the next one has 3 eggs plus 2 eggs. And it says 2 plus 1 equals what? And he says 5. And see, the picture was wrong with the number. Right. He starts getting frustrated. He starts crying. He doesn't understand. And I was there, thinking he was too young for me to explain this to him. I was like, no, this is getting you prepped to be pulled over for no reason and think it's okay. This is getting prepped for you to be the person that deserved the job and someone else get the job. They hire Virgil over you and you think it's okay. And you can't say nothing because you a sellout to black people if you say you got to go get a hug. You know what I'm saying? They're getting you prepped. It's prep school, right, baby? Right. It's preparation for your limitation.
Deep. That's deep.
We in these schools right now, baby. Oh, you thought I wasn't gonna get killed by the end of this interview? I'm just gonna try my best.
No, you're giving it to
Schools have gotten worse.
You're giving it to us.
You know what I'm saying? But it's
okay. So he said that once, all right, and he tried to do it in a joking manner. But the reason he's saying that is because he knows by him bringing out this information, okay, and trying to talk somewhat consciously about what's going on in the industry and how these people are, he knows that he's putting a target on his back. Okay. This was over here in November 4th, and since then, you've been catching hell, okay? Since then, constant narratives about you. You're constantly on the news, okay? Why do you think that is? You think that's part of the agenda, okay? These elites, for them to know, for these people to know who they really are, talking about you so-called blacks, Latinos, and American Indians, no. They're going to come down on you even harder. And guess what? They're going to use Eve as a tool to break you down even more, because once again, we are under the curses, all right? And we're going to get some more scriptures in a second. I just want to play this one last clip because he said this multiple times throughout this interview. So, peep this.
No joke to me. My kids want their parents to stay together. Right. I want us to be together.
But if you look, to be together too.
If you look at the media, that's not what they're promoting. Right. That's not what they want. They want it to be a new wedding, a new episode, a new TV show. And then they have people all around in my wife's ear. You know what I'm saying? This is a publicist that's next to her. I don't fuck with her.
Really?
That was as clear as you could say. Yeah. Oh, you thought I wasn't going to try to get killed this interview? No.
All right. So this is a game we play with.
Right. So basically, that's what he's doing. He's doing little dog whistles. He's laughing, he's joking, but he keeps saying that to let you know, hey, they coming after me, man. But your problem is you don't understand that these are all curses, all right? And I'm going to say that one more time. The best thing you can do, okay, is come up under that band of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Okay, constantly push this truth. Because, hey, if they do take you out, it's all sanctioned by the Most High anyway, and at least you're dying for truth's sake. But what you're doing now is, when you look up this dude Kanye West, you constantly going out here, you partying, you bullshitting, you're trying to find a way to mask your pain because your wife left you, man. Okay? You over here doing things you wasn't doing before, and there's no way you can escape it. And now it's getting worse because now you can't even go. Well, we just saw from a recent video that Travis Scott, told him where the birthday party was at, so he still got to enjoy, some of his his daughter's, I believe, his 4th birthday party. But the point of the matter is, he's catching curses. He's under these curses and he's catching hell because guess what? Your own loved ones, your own family is not even telling you, where the location was at for the birthday party. You had to hear it from somebody that's not even part of the family. So what does that say? That these elites are going to use your rib, and part of these curses is what I just read right here. Let's bring this back. It says Deuteronomy 28:56. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground, and delicateness and tenderness, right? It was a time where our woman was delicate, man, obedient, okay, soft-spoken, all right? Their whole thing was to please you, to make sure that when you came home from a hard day of work, to please you, to rub your back, okay? It said that's going to be to what? It says, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom. You see that? And guess what? What Kim Kardashian is doing is extremely evil, man. And let's read on. It says, and toward her son and toward her daughter. So that's an evil act. Why? Because like he just said, that would paint the narrative, if he wasn't there, that his daughter don't care for him, okay? And that's what a lot of these women like to do, and that's what Satan uses as a tool. Because now these girls going to grow up, they're going to paint the narrative to their daughters or their sons, however they see. Please, you see your daddy? See, he was bugging out over here, shaving up his head, different shape, colors. He was just beating up random people, as you can see. He was threatening to beat up somebody that I love there, talking about Pete Davidson. He was putting on rap albums. He was doing this. He was bugging out. He was wearing MAGA hats. Your father's crazy. He never treated him. They're going to paint that narrative, and next thing you know, your daughter going to be a little demon growing up resenting you. Okay? Let's continue on. It says, Isaiah 3:12, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. You see that, man? So these women will use these children, okay, to oppress the baby father, man. That's a way of them getting back. So it's deeper than just child support. Okay, yes, that is a horrible situation. You shouldn't have to pay a certain amount. You shouldn't have to pay a certain amount of money just for the simple fact, because you have a lot of fathers out there that want to be there for their children. Okay, I shouldn't be labeled to the point where you have to tell me, because I make this much money, I have to give this woman this set amount of money for her to live with the child, when they don't even require that much. You're just doing it just because simply that amount of money is available to take. And they use that as a tool to hurt you financially. And then the other part, which is even worse than the financial part, is the psychological part, the emotional part. The fact that you're keeping that child away from their father, man. Okay, and that's what Satan is using as a tool. It says what? As my people, children are their oppressors, and that's used to oppress because they understand that these fathers love their children. Okay, a lot of these fathers never even had their own father, so they don't want to miss out to be a great father to their children. But no, these women will use that as a tool at the expense of their own child now growing up, because a lot of these children will say, "Damn, I never had my own father." Yeah, because of your woman. Yeah, because of you, mother. Because of their mother. Driving their father away, not allowing access and painting the narrative as they see fit, like your father was never there. No, you didn't allow me to be there. No, you got restraining orders. And that's why he decided to do this publicly right here as proof. Like, yo, I was trying to be there, but nobody did it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure, because, Travis Scott, he doesn't want the Kardashians. I'm sure they probably said, damn, we put this up. Shit, we just seen this, yo. They probably called real quick. Yo, man, just give him a number. You know what I'm saying? Because that was smart, but at the same time, that's not going to stop anything. It's going to get worse and worse. Okay? It says, and women rule over them. Oh, my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err. Right? It says, and women rule over them. And that's the ones that's using these kids as a tool to stress out the men. Okay? It says, and destroy the way of thy paths. And this right here shows you that under these curses, man, that in the future, these women was going to start usurping authority over the man. They was going to start to be a key figure in the downfall of the Israelite man, giving these women that, prime example. Because a lot of you Israelite women, man, y'all get this concept from these heathens, okay? And all these Israelite women, they all want to be like Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian, okay? They all want to be like her, man. But that concept comes from these heathen women. So let's start at Esther 1 and 2. It says that in those days, when the king Asarius sat on the throne of his kingdom, which was in Ashan, the palace, okay? So I'm just bringing that out so we could paint the picture. This was in the time of the Medo-Persian Empire, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the point. I'm going to drop down. I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, also, Vashti, the queen, made a feast for the women in the royal house, which belongeth to King Ahasuerus. Verse 10. On the 7th day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mahaman, Bistah, Harbana, Bigtha, and Abagatha, Zethah, and Carcas, the 7 chamberlains that served in the presence of Ahasuerus the king. Verse 11. To bring Vashti the queen before the king with the crown royal, to show the people and the princess her beauty, for she was fair to look on. Okay, so pretty much King Asarius, right? He was merry in the heart, okay, drinking wine, happy. He decided to get his chamberlains to do what? To go over there and summon, okay, not ask her permission, not ask if she wouldn't mind, to summon, okay, because this is how kings move, to bring the queen over, okay? So this way the people could what? Look upon her beauty, man, okay? It says, verse 12, but Queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment by his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him. You see that, man? So once again, this heathen woman, okay, had the audacity, okay, had the kahunas to tell the king no, okay? This right here, again, people always want to talk about now in the 19th, in this time when they talk about women liberty. No, that started then. Okay, look at these heathen women. It started then with saying, no, I'm not coming. Like if you had a choice. Okay, and that's what happened. A lot of these women developed, the Israelite woman developed that same characteristic from these heathen women, man. Okay, so let's go on to see what it says. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him. Let's drop down a little more. Let's drop down to 17. It says, for this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes when it shall be reported. You see, so he was smart enough to know, wait a minute, if she tells me no, okay, this is going to cause a domino effect, okay? Because now once she does that, all these other women are going to feel like they could just tell their husband, no, I'm not cooking. No, I'm not cleaning. What do I need to clean for? You clean. No, why you not doing nothing around the house? I'm tired of doing things around the house. No, I'm an educated woman. I got my college education. I don't need to do anything. I don't need a man. You need me. You see it? You see how that snowball effect became an avalanche now? And now 2022, to the point where you have individuals that actually have a platform where they could get child support, a platform where they could take half of your check. A platform where they can get you for alimony. It says, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes when it shall be reported. The king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti, the queen, to be brought in before him, but she came not. Right, so she didn't listen. So when she didn't listen, he basically said this is going to start a downward effect. So let's see what happened. Verse 18. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media, okay, because it's the Medo-Persian Empire, say this day unto all the king's princes, which have heard of the deed of the queen. Thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath. Right, again, as I just said, it's going to be a downward effect. And the king perceived this. This is what's going to happen. You let one do it, they all going to do it. Verse 19. If it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes, that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before King Ahasuerus, and let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she. Woo! You see that, man? So that right there was a royal decree, okay, and a righteous decree, man. Okay, here it is. You have nerve to deny the king, to tell me no. You don't have that authority. But the fact that she even had the audacity to do that, man. Okay, they said, you know what? Let's put a royal decree out that, you know what? Seeing that you don't want to see me, guess what? Now it's law that you should never see me again. How about that? And not only that, I'm gonna take your title from you, and all your goods I'm gonna take from you, man, and give it to somebody else. You see that? So he stripped of her title, stripped of all her goods that she had. Okay, you know she probably had the finest golds and royal garments, and you know she was living large. He took all that from her. Okay, and that's another thing, man. It's just like that. It's just like that game chess. Okay, people always want to talk about, oh, in the game of chess, you know, the queen is the most powerful player. Stop it. No, it's not the king, man. Because guess what? When that queen dies, if you get your pawn to the other side, you can raise up another queen. You can raise up another rib, man. But once that king goes, the whole thing goes, okay? So the audacity of her thinking that she could actually be above the king to tell him no. And that's what's going on now today. Satan is using these women as a tool to usurp authority over the men and cause chaos in the home, man. That's why this place is upside down. Verse 20. And when the king's decree, which he shall make, shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great. Come. All the wives shall give to their husbands honor, both to great and small. Right, man. So guess what? That whole bullshit when these women today, when they want to talk about, oh, this guy, he got to have a JLB. No, I can't be with a janitor. Nah, he can't be a janitor. He can't be a person that does sanitation. No, he got to be making $200,000. Hey, listen, man. I don't care if that dude is making $50 a week. You got to honor your husband. Okay, you can't be looking down at him depending on the job description that he has. If he's looked at as being small in the society or big in the society. Okay, that's a righteous decree, man. Your husband is your husband. Point blank and simple. In the scriptures, it tells you that what? It gives you the hierarchy of how this thing goes. Talking about the Most High. Okay, then from there you got Yahweh Shah. Then you have men. Then you have women. Okay, it didn't say anything about their status. It didn't say anything about a man's job and the status that he has. No, in the end of the day, that's the order. If you're my wife, you're to be obedient, to be loving. Okay, to be what? To be a helpmate, not to help destroy me. And that's another thing with that word woman, man. Woe man, destruction of a man. And that's what is starting to happen in this wicked society that we are in, man. Particularly, you know, the daughter of Babylon, which is America that we're in. These are the ones that give these women liberty, man. Verse 21, it says, and the sayings pleased the king and the princes. And the king did according to the word of Memucan. Verse 22. It says, for he sent letters into all the king's provinces, and to every province according to the writing thereof, and to every people after their language, and every man should bear rule in his own house, that it should be published according to the language of every people. You see that? So there was no misinterpretation about this letter. Whatever language you spoke, it was interpreted to you so you can understand. Guess what? Wives, submit yourselves to your husbands. All scriptural, man. Wives, submit yourself to your husbands. And this was a righteous decree. Okay? So the fact that this was a decree put out, and this was by the heathens, mind you. Okay? Which first and foremost, it comes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah anyway, that a woman is supposed to be subject to her husband. Guess what? Being under these curses that I got to keep putting emphasis on, because it's for you, Kanye West, and for all you other individuals out there that feel like, you know, because you have a certain amount of money or a certain status that you can't be touched. No, you are under curses, man. Okay, these are things that you have to deal with, and you have to understand how to move within the society. Okay, you over here painting a narrative, getting a house right next to her. okay, constantly stalking her, all these different things, talking about beating up her boyfriend, all it's going to do is cause more strife and going to land you in jail. And this would be the perfect time for these elites to take your ass out, because that's what they always like to do. Paint you as being crazy, and then soon have something happen where you get into a car crash and be like, he was drunk, he got into a car crash. As we've seen, this has been leading up, and years, man, you know, it's messed up that he killed himself. Meanwhile, the elites is not only laughing that they got you to destroy yourself, they made an example for the people out there that know, so they're going to try to keep their mouth shut about spreading the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Okay, a lot of those cowards. And then at the same time, they're going to take all your masters and eat off your masters, man, and make billions off of that. Okay, we got the next scripture. It says, and let's bring out this example too, man. 2 Samuel 6 and 16. It says, and as the ark of the Lord came into the city of David, Michelle, Saul's daughter, looked through a window and saw King David leaping and dancing before the Lord, and she despised him in her heart. You see that, man? So here it is. You had this wicked woman over here hating on King David, man. But what you expect? She come from the house of Saul. This is Saul's daughter. So, you know, the fruit don't fall far from the tree, man. Okay? And this is after King Saul had died, okay? It says, verse 17. Yeah, continue to read down. Verse 17, it says, and they brought in the ark the Lord and set it in his place in the midst of the tabernacle that David had pitched for it. And David offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before the Lord. Right, so they was happy that they got the Ark of the Covenant, man. Okay, and he prepared it. He prepared it in the place that he had prepared. Okay, in the tabernacle. All right, it says, verse 18, and as soon as David had made an end of offering burnt offerings and peace offerings, he blessed the people in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Okay, of hosts. It says, verse 19, and he dwelt among all the people, even among the whole multitude of Israel, as well to the women as men, to every one a cake of bread, and a good piece of flesh, and a flagon of wine, so as the people departed every one to his house. Okay, so not only was he celebrating, he gave out provisions, man. Okay, he gave out bread. Okay, he gave out wine. Okay, he gave out provisions. So this was a real exciting day, man. You know, here it is. They got the ark. King David's excited. You know, just try to picture it. He's happy for joy. You know, he's giving out provisions to people. All right. After that, they all departed to their place. But let's see what this wicked woman from Saul's lineage had to say, man. Let's see what his daughter had to say. Verse 20. Then David, once again, showing you, okay. Now look at the Israelite woman now, showing you that shift. You know, not knowing when to shut up. Not knowing when to keep their mouth shut, feeling like they had the audacity. She felt like she had the audacity to say something to King David, mind you. It says, this is verse 20. Then David returned to bless his household. And Michelle, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet David and said, how glorious was the king of Israel today, who uncovered himself today in the eyes of the handmaidens of his servants, as one of the vain followers shamelessly uncovereth himself. You see that? So she had, again, the audacity, the wickedness in her heart to actually talk like that to King David, man. Like she couldn't have just got her head cut off for that. You know, how dare you say that to King David, a man of the Lord? Okay? If he chose, you know, to glorify the Heavenly Father in that manner, okay, to be cheerful, the fact that the Ark of the Covenant had came back, then that's his business between him and the Lord. That's not for you to say that. Okay, you ought to know your place. And that's the problem with a lot of these women today. They don't know their place, man. Anytime you do something, these women want to get upset. Oh, why you had to do it like this? Why couldn't you do it like that? No, why couldn't you shut up? Because what you don't understand, and what a lot of these individuals don't understand, is that, guess what? In this society today, guess what? The Most High still takes account of all the words that you speak. Okay, this is not a fairy tale book. A lot of these women be getting judged Okay, getting venereal diseases, all these things for the words that come out their mouth, man. Okay, and don't you brothers forget that. A lot of these women that constantly talking and saying all this bullshit on YouTube and Instagram about other individuals, you don't know what you're talking about, man. But let's continue on. Verse 21. And David said unto Michelle, it was before the Lord, which chose me before thy father. You see that? Whoo! So she wanted to say something stupid, and he came back with wisdom like, hey, listen, it was the Most High that chose me before your father, okay? Okay, the Most High put your father to death and chose me to be the rightful king, okay? It says, and before all his house, to appoint me ruler over the people of the Lord, over Israel. Therefore will I play before the Lord. Right. I'm going to praise Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. I'm going to be happy that we got this Ark of the Covenant. Okay, guess what? Your father wasn't chosen for this. So you don't got no business talking. Okay, if he was, then he wouldn't be the one being here. No, but the Most High judged him because he was wicked just like you. And again, that apple don't fall far from the tree, man. Okay, I'm the one that was appointed to be the ruler of Israel. You know, like, how dare you even have the audacity to speak to me like that? But once again, this has come from the house of Saul now. So she felt like I'm better than King David. Okay? You know, probably was thinking of everything that went through his mind. Shoot, I remember when King David, when nobody even knew who he was, when he was a nobody. Just imagine all that went through her head. Because remember, she knows that this is her father now, King Saul. He was ruling. She probably still looked at David as, you know, not being king. You know, being a nobody when he was young. Like, man, I remember you. Right? So she thought she still had that same audacity to come at him a certain way. But let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. And that's another thing with these women, man. These women will see certain individuals, okay, from a certain age. And once you start to grow and get better, they like to hold you back and feel like they're still on your same level. No, you're not on my level, man. Okay, you can't talk to me in any manner. But let's see what happened to her when she decided to open up her mouth against the Most High's anointed. Verse 22. And I will yet be more vile than this, and will be based in mine own sight. You see that? Like, shoot, you ain't seen nothing yet then. If you thinking that was messed up, I'm going to praise the Lord even harder. You ain't seen nothing. And of the that spirit is building up in me, man, reading this. Let me slow it down. And of the maid servants, Salakia, which thou hast spoken of them shall I be had in honor. You see that, man? Shit, you thought I was doing something in front of them now. So just wait what I do in front of them later. You know what I'm saying? Verse 23. Therefore, Michelle, the daughter of Saul, had no children until the day of her death. Woo! So there go your lineage, man. The Most High cursed her where she can't have no kids, man. You see that? So for all that talking, your line ends here. And that right there was a curse, man. Okay, for a woman not to bear a child was looked at as being a curse. Because basically, you know, what good are you? You know, like Yahweh Shah said in his parable, like when he saw that tree and it wasn't bearing no fruit, what did he do? He burnt it down. What good are you? What good are you as being a woman and you can't bear any fruit? You can't give birth. You see? So you see, once again, the power of that mouth with you women, man. You see, out of that mouth, look how the Most High judged you, man. Let's continue on. You see, but again, these are the characteristics of the Israelite woman now, man. Okay, being under these curses and a lot of these attributes they got from these heathens. And that's why Kim Kardashian is put on a pedestal in society, because she's looked at as, you know, the type of woman that all these Israelite women want to be like. Okay, so these heathens have put Kim Kardashian, which she's a heathen herself. Okay, they said, wait a minute, she got the money, she's a billionaire, she looks good, but everything about her is fake. Breast is fake, ass is fake, everything about her is fake, and that's the Israelite woman. Everything they do is fake, copying the heathen. Okay, she's outspoken. This is a woman that can sit down and actually sit with Donald Trump, man. So of course she's in on it with the elites, man. So what do you think is going to happen to you, Kanye West? You think she's going to choose you over the elites? You think she's going to choose you over her money, her riches, her family? No. And this is just the beginning, man. We got 1 Timothy 2:12. It says, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. And that's what you have going on now, man. Okay, they have given this woman the power to teach, okay, to talk, to have a platform, okay, to say I could be whoever I want, I could sleep with whoever I want. You know what I'm saying? You over here taking your frustration out on Pete Davidson, okay, which guess what? If this was the spirit realm, he would have been put to death. Because at the end of the day, guess what? He shouldn't be over there. But we know there's a wicked society, but at the end of the day, you know, you over here at the point where you're starting to talk about beating up Pete Davidson for what he's doing. But what about your woman? Why are you not taking that same stance for your woman? Why are you not using wisdom and saying, you know, let her do what she's going to do? I just want to have visitation rights for my kid. That's it. But no, you're paying yourself more as a fool, showing that you don't have wisdom, putting out all your business out there, okay? Allegedly punching people, saying on a track that you want to hurt him. Now when they want to bring all these things back up to you, you know what they're going to say? Well, you put on tracks that you want to beat him up. It's not alleged. You said that. That came out your mouth. So now when they want to use that in court against you, now what you going to say? You're going to say you didn't just make that track? But these women, Salakia, you know, not trying to digress so much on the point, but the point of this scripture right here is to show that these women have a platform, okay, and they are able to teach. That's why you have all these different women out here that have all these different talk shows and talking about, oh, we can sleep with whoever we want to sleep with, and we have control. That my body, my choice. I have control of what seed come out of me, and I'm the mother. They make it seem like as a mother, okay, it's now let's not get it twisted. A mother is an important and vital person, okay, status, okay, in this way of life. But at the same time, they like to paint the narrative that, you know, the woman is the one, you know, that has the seed and that child comes out and it's the woman, and the man had nothing to do with it. Okay, so that's what they play on. That's why all these women have all the rights. You don't have any rights in this society, and this is what happens when you go against the scripture right here. They give all the rights to the woman. She decides whether you get to see your son or your daughter or not. She decides what's going to happen with their future. She decides how much money I want taken out of your check. Matter of fact, I want alimony. I want half your pension. Matter of fact, this house that we have together, no, it's not even going to be half our house. It's all mine. Matter of fact, and you got to pay my lawyer for the lawyer fees too. They decide that. In this society, you got to chase the woman down. Nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. Right? You see that? And that's the problem, man. These women can't shut their damn mouth up, man. Okay, everything is an argument. Everything is a problem. Everything is their opinion. Well, I like to like this. Well, I believe this. I believe that. It's not about what you believe. It's about what you're supposed to be doing. It's not about your opinion. Matter of fact, let me continue reading this one. Verse 13. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. You see that? So the Most High ain't make a mistake. It wasn't you first. It was Adam first. So that already showed order. Verse 14. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. You see that? So she was the one that was easily manipulated by Satan. Same way they being manipulated now, because they really believe that they have a platform. And guess what? When that time of Jacob's trouble come, okay, when that time of martial law come, okay, these women want to have a rude awakening. And all you dudes out here that believed in these women and that women worship, okay, and say the woman is God, okay, Brother Polite and all you wicked individuals want to say the woman is God, you're going to realize, okay, you're going to really realize who the Most High really is, man. When he uses Esau, okay, which is his sword, okay, his whipping stick, to really push out his plan and showing that he was just deceiving Eve once again to destroy the household. And you women going to get a rude awakening too, man. When they dragging you in the street, when they raping you in the street. Now when you want to call 911 to try to kick the man out the house, they're going to be kicking both of you out the house. They're going to be gun butting you. Let's see where all your women's liberation and your laws come in then. Okay? Continuing on, Proverbs 21:9, it says, it is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. You see that, man? That's heavy. Could you imagine that? You being so like, can you imagine that? It said, and this is Proverbs coming from the wisest man that ever lived, man. This is King Solomon right here. King Solomon said, it is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop. That means on the roof. So just imagine that. You on the roof. You on the corner of the roof, right? You got to worry about if you're going to slide off the roof, break your neck. Okay, you got different type of weather conditions coming in. Okay, as brothers that's in New York have been experiencing, man, it's been real Bridget, freezing cold weather. It's 12 degrees outside, 6 degrees outside. But you like, nah, I'm good. Ain't gonna be away from that woman. You like, nah, I'm good. Yo, bro, you need something, man? You need some hot chocolate or something? Nah, I'm good, fam. Yo, bro, it's like 6 degrees out there. Nah, I'm all right. I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Blistering hot when it's summertime. 100 degrees. You up there with a tank top on. You got freaking birds flying past your house, man. Shitting on you while you sleep. You got your mattress up there. You got your sink up there. You got your toilet up there. You got everything up there. The whole block is seeing you on top of your roof. Like, what's up? This dude crazy? Nah, I'm good, fam. I'm all right. Hey, what's up? You need something? Nah. I got my covers. I got everything up here. I'm good, bro. Yo, but you might slip and fall off of that housetop. Nah, this is better than the alternative, brother. You know what I'm saying? It said, then with a brawling woman in a wide house. You see that? So guess what, Kanye? You had a huge house. You had the money, you had a huge house, but guess what? Look what this woman is doing to you. All that money, that wide house, that substance, it ain't mean nothing. Because anything you trying to do, she's against it. Let's get this word brawling. Let's get back here. Clicked on the wrong. Okay, here we go. Let's get this word brawling, man. It says contention. Look up the word contention. It says heated disagreement. You see that? Heated disagreement, man. It says argument, discord, conflict, friction, strife, disharmony, dissension. You see that, man? So this whole thing right here is nothing but a appetite of destruction, man. Can you imagine you coming home, hard day's work, and then you gotta come, you feel like you're working harder at home than you are at your actual job. Got individuals over here, man, you working real hard at work, you come home and now you gotta deal with this demon. Where you was at? Why you didn't come home quicker? Where you went to? I know you went to that bitch house. Why you did this? You usually come home at 7 o'clock. This time you came at 7:30. What, did you make a stop? Why did you do this? Why you didn't bring no this? You're like, what the fuck? You know, you trying to sit down, you trying to rest. You know what I'm saying? Get a nice hot home cooked meal. No, but nothing but strife. Kanye West, that's all you going to get, man. Leave it alone. The chick says she don't want you, leave it alone. Just worry about trying to raise your kids to the best of your ability. And if she trying to stay like that where you can't have access to your kids, it is what it is. Welcome to the club, brother. It is what it is. Don't let that woman use those kids as a tool to get you out of get you out of this truth, but you ain't even fully come into it. And that's the problem. If you was in this truth, you would understand. Guess what? As much as it hurts, I can't. If I can't be with my kid because she's gonna use something against me, then I gotta leave it alone. Lord willing, the Most High iron it out for me. If not, hey, I tried. I did the best I can, but I can't lose my wits off of this, man. And that's the problem. A lot of y'all individuals are allowed these women to use these kids as a tool. And now I understand certain things you have no control over, like I said, child support, things like that. But I'm saying, at the end of the day, you going out of your wits. You starting to drive yourself crazy. Oh no, but I gotta force myself to go over there to be her birthday party. Hey man, if nobody telling you where it's at, it's nothing you can do. Leave it alone. Don't stress the matter. Now you bug yourself out. We got Proverbs 12:4. It says, a virtuous woman is a crown to her husband. Right. So clearly you don't have that, Kanye. Because if that was the case, everything would be perfect. Okay? Everything would be perfect. Okay? Y'all be having a happy life right now. You'd be able to raise your kids without worrying about, trying to find out where she's at. Your wife will be keeping you in touch with and in tune. She'll be right there supportive of you. Your business moves. She'll be supportive of you. Talking about 12 tribes of Israel. Seeing what can she do to help push this word. But at the end of the day, you're not even pushing it, man. Yeah, you said something. Okay, you did say something. But you're not fully in this truth, man. But the Most High is going to judge you even more. And you're not going to wink at your ignorance no more, because the fact that you acknowledged it, you know what's going on. So now the question is, what are you doing now to declare the Most High's word? But she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones. You see that, man? So a lot of these dudes out here that's constantly going over, having trouble with a woman, then you wonder why these individuals be like, yo, man, a lot of dudes start getting inflammation. It's either two things that happen. Either you get extremely fat, right, and you depressed over this woman you constantly eating, or you get extremely silly, extremely skinny and sick. I remember one time, man, this had to be like maybe 2007. One of my exes, I let this woman stress me out so much, I lost 25 pounds in a month, man. True story. That's my testimony. I lost 25 pounds, okay, in a month, dealing with a wicked woman, man. Okay, that's how much I let her stress me out. Okay, I wasn't in the truth then. I didn't understand the concept. If I knew that back then, I would have been kicked her out. But yeah, so you see that it was deteriorating my body, man. It was an unhealthy loss of weight. So just imagine all these other individuals that's really going through it. Because I don't have no kids with this woman. We parted ways a long time ago. So for you individuals that have kids with these women, okay, that's still trying to make things work, that's trying to, fight the course. You talking about beating up Pete Davidson. Okay, all you other individuals out there that's going through that trouble is not worth it, man. Leave it alone. Because now that y'all starting to get heart problems. Like I said, you're getting inflammation. You wonder why your joints is hurting you. Okay? Getting liver problems. There's so much things that come with that stress. There's so much stress that comes with that. Y'all getting cancer. Okay, cancer developing from all this stress. That's what this is doing. Rotting in the bones, man. Okay? That woman is a freaking disease to you, man. All right? We got Sirach 25:16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. You see that, man? This is heavy. Once again, you gotta paint the picture. Really visualize right now. You're in an apartment, okay? And you have a lion and a dragon. You see that, man? So it's better to dwell with a lion and a dragon than to be with a wicked woman. Now let's show a lion, man. I don't think brothers really understand this. Shoot, this picture right here already looks scary. This lion, man. Let's see.
Hi, Jojo. Hi, lion.
See that, man? Try to play that again. This thing is acting slow. You heard that, man? Just imagine sleeping. John, you're not going to be able to sleep. Look at that freaking lion, man. Just imagine you at home. You trying to read the scriptures. So, I'm just painting the picture. How you gonna be in a house with a lion like this? Constantly walking around, scratching things up, pissing everywhere, shitting everywhere. Constantly looking in your eyes to establish dominance. You know what I'm saying? You move too quick, it might attack you. You move this way, it might attack you. You know what I'm saying? You can't, even if you was trying to sleep, just because the thing roared so much you couldn't sleep, but you wouldn't be able to sleep anyway, because you don't know that lion might look at you like you the next on the menu. Look at this thing. Look at this thing, man. You get too close to the lion, you don't know if it's going to attack you. And that's just one. Let's go to another one. Because it said a lion and a dragon, so that means both together.
The tales and songs.
Look at this. Let's see this dragon, man. Dang, look at this.
And do you now?
See how big that dragon look, man? So here it is, you get this fire-breathing dragon in your house. Scratching things up. When it moves, it got its wings over here, the way it moves like a freaking hurricane going in your house, man. That thing moved the wrong way. Got sharp teeth, you don't know whenever that thing's going to attack you. Burn you up real quick, use you as a barbecue, man. Right? So, again, because I got to really emphasize this. I got to bring it back. Sirach 25:16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. You see that? So it's better to be with these two animals. These two animals, man. That lion, that dragon, than it is to be with a wicked woman. Because that wicked woman is a beast anyway. That wicked woman is a beast anyway. So it's safer. You might as well be right next to that lion, brushing your teeth. Like, what's up, man? You good? I'm about to take a shower. You good? All right. I'll give you a steak when I get out. See the lion? Yo, what's up? Yo, you grill that steak for him? I bet. That's more peaceful. That's more sanity. Huh? And that's the question, Kanye West. Huh? With all that money that you have, could it buy you sanity? Clearly not. Clearly not. Last one. We got Ecclesiastes 7:26. It says, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. You see that? So that right there is really a question for you, Kanye West, and for you other individuals out there. Okay? In the aspect of the Most High is telling you what's going to happen depending on what you choose. Because guess what? It says, whoso pleaseth the Most High. So guess what? You're supposed to be out there. You already a billionaire. You know, when does it stop? When do you say, let me start giving time to the Lord? Because if you start giving time to the Lord, learn these scriptures, the breakdowns, okay, raising up other brothers, giving awareness to who the children of Israel are, okay, not by just saying it, but also other deeds, okay, by you putting the Most High first, okay, wisdom, which is known as being a woman, okay, that woman first. It says what? Shall escape from her, meaning this woman, man, these wicked women, but the sinner shall be taken by her. You see, and that's the problem. You still out here sinning. You still out here sinning. You partying, you bullshit, and you know about the truth, but yet, what are you doing? You turning a blind eye. Okay, you so focused on other power moves, okay, and other money ventures, okay, that you don't understand. This is how Satan going to continue to attack you. Okay, and then if you don't profess that name and come to this truth, okay, and to be an example for other individuals, the Most High is going to allow her to take you. Meaning what? To take your sanity, take your wits, and soon it's going to be your death. And then now what you going to say in that judgment seat? Because all the money in the world is not going to buy you out when you got to face Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah in that judgment, before that judgment seat, man. Okay, and they say, listen, you knew about the truth, so why you didn't declare it? You know, scriptures also tell you a wicked woman is given to a wicked man. Okay, I'm not going to get it. That's for y'all brothers to do your homework and get. Okay, but this right here is showing all the characteristics of what a wicked woman would do. It's showing that a lot of these women, okay, with us being under these curses, are used to be a tool to bring down the Israelite man, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and you, Mr. Kanye West, are not exempt from that, okay? So what you going through here, you know, you being all upset, hey, welcome to the curses, okay? And the problem is you not acknowledging that these are curses, because if you knew better, you would do better, okay? Your money is not going to help you in this situation. All right, so with that being said, I pray this has been edifying. I'd like to give infinity honors to my Lord and Savior, Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem, Kakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well in truth and sincerity. I'd like to give salutations to the shepherds of Berea Camp, salutations to the house of David, Dawad, man, woman, and children out there, pushing his word in truth and sincerity, and salutations to the hopeful elect, may the Most High raise you up in a speedily fashion. Till next time, Lord willing, Shalom.